أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين وإن تستفتحوا فقد جاءكم الفتح نصر من الله وفتح قريب وبشر المؤمنين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل والله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر وسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما صلى الله تعالى عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Amen. Shukran, Imam C. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord God of mercy, of grace, of truth and of love, of compassion and of forgiveness, as we continue our sitting this morning hour, we pray that your Holy Spirit will be with this commission, be with those who will come to testify today, and we pray that you will grant that they will be bold enough to speak the truth, nothing but the truth. And that, Lord, we continue to pray for patience and the populace of this nation, the Gambia, and those that are abroad, that they will allow the due process of the law to take its course. And, Lord, at the end of the day, that you will grant satisfaction in the hearts and minds of all in this nation. And this we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop. Council, are we ready to proceed this morning? And I believe we are starting a new theme, and religion and all the attacks and the fights about Islam and that we cannot change is now behind us, at least for the moment. Is that correct, Council? Are we starting a new theme this morning?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, and members of the audience. The room is a bit empty this morning, perhaps for good reason. We are moving away from the theme of attacks against the religious freedoms of Gambians. It was never about Islam or any particular religion for that matter. It was about the rights of Gambians to worship whatever they wanted as enshrined under Article or Section 25 of the Constitution, and how those rights were violated by us, Gambians, and our institutions. It was never violations by imams as such. It was violations by us, Gambians, of the rights of other Gambians. But we're happy to be moving forward. Today we're starting a new topic, that is attacks on public servants by the state and violations of their rights. Sagar Thomas Jahate would start that team with the first witness, and I want to believe that she is ready to proceed. Over to you, Sagar.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, commissioners, and good morning, members of the audience. We are ready to proceed with the next witness. Mr. Usher, kindly get the witness. Interpreters, please note that the witness will be speaking in the Mandinka language.
I, Lamin Karbou,
Nte Lamin Karbou,
do swear that I'll speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God. Amen.
Good morning, Mr. Karbou.
Ako isama Mr. Karbou.
Isama Council.
Good morning, Council.
Thank you for your willingness to testify before the Commission this morning.
Okay.
We met briefly yesterday and we've already been introduced. And as you know, my name is Sagar.
Yes.
And my role today is simply to guide you through your testimony.
Okay.
And I might also interrupt you from time to time to ask you questions.
Bismillah.
I've gone through some of the rules and regulations that we have here at the Commission. So please keep them in mind as you go through your testimony.
Okay.
I would like to advise you to feel comfortable. Just sit back in your chair and draw the microphone closer to you. And although you understand English very well, you've already indicated that you wish to speak in Mandinka. Which is for the benefit of the audience as well as your community in Birkama. So please take note that you will have to wait for the interpretation before you answer. As there is a tendency just to want to answer immediately because you actually understand what I'm saying. We will take a few sessions going through your testimony today. And we will start by just getting to know you. So we would like you to share a few personal details, biographical information, and that sort. We will then go into your background as a narcotics officer under the then NDEA. Which is the National Drug Enforcement Agency.
National Drug Enforcement Agency.
We will talk about, in particular, a particular drug operation that you were involved in. Sometime around May 2009. You will talk about what happened during that operation. And the consequences of what happened during that operation. Which also involved you being detained and tortured at the NIA. Your subsequent trial.
and for botala inate kitindi,
and also the subsequent trial and prosecution of those who tortured you.
and for many tajire ya inate ulfanalu muta ke kitindi, and for inate ulfanalu sorong.
We would also like to hear what impact your detention and torture had on you.
Mbelafla le fanan ka moy ila umuto aniyo tilimbalia menkela ay munkulle sababu ita fangoma ila hadama yato.
What effect it had on your family members as well as your own career within the NDA.
Ay munkule sabu ila dimbaya luma ani badingulu anin ila do ko fango e be do ko la damin NDA do ko bundala.
We will then conclude by referring you back to the commissioners who may ask you some questions.
Bitum be mbandi la damin e be la ko sayndi la commissioner luma nyin alfa lumen be sire nyin tabulo to jang wolu fanalu memme nyin kar soto e be nyin kalale.
After which the chairman may give you an opportunity to say a few final remarks.
Neobata utumo chairman sina silo dite fanana ila kumo kumfa dula etebela flamu kumakanule itandi la banko molula ko nyimbe itela miraro to munem mune nyantakela isi ofana itandi.
Are you ready to proceed with your testimony now?
Akofo sai iparetele pour kadum ila sede yaro kono.
Am paretale.
Yes, I'm ready.
Can you please give us your full names, please?
To ito fango foyo fonyeng ito ni konton.
Ntomu Lamin Karbou leti.
My name is Lamin Karbou.
Are you known by any other names?
Olka fonye
To do
lanka.
bijele ke kilimen na kana nyina de foy kana soro bat. Foy dol ka foy nyaadi.
Lanka.
Some call me Lanka.
And is that a nickname?
How?
Akofo mu nyeng to dole tibang.
Ha.
Yes.
Can you tell me when and where you were born?
Afonyeng ibuluta sanjumale aning sate jumato.
Uluta January kalo tilifolo 1970 Brikama.
I was born on the 1st of January 1970 in Brikama.
Were you raised in Birkama, and is that where you still live?
Ako fo yela kuluo fana yela dindiya yake Brikamale alum fo hanimbi besirim Brikamale.
Ha.
Yes.
What is your profession?
Munemu ila loko fongati yemen londo soto mento yemen no.
Scientemu narcotic officer leti.
Presently, I'm a narcotic officer.
And where do you work?
Ibe do ko Lamin?
Drug Law Enforcement Agency Gambia.
Drug Law Enforcement Agency, the Gambia.
And this agency replaced the then NDA, is that correct?
Ako nying do ko mebe akekanteng Drug Law Enforcement Agency wala saita NDEA la pala soto membe je do ko bunda membe lorinu.
Ha.
Yes.
Do you remember when that change happened?
Ako fo hakilo sa mutanole wo falingo ketatuma jumale.
Around 2011 mafanga.
Around 2011.
And where are you currently attached?
Nyin temben saying ila do ko ye sindi mintole.
Gender and Child Welfare Unit, Bursubi, under Drug Squad.
The Gender and Child Welfare Unit under the Drug Squad at the Bruford Station. Bursubi Station.
Kindly tell us what that job entails, just briefly.
Kuma sutun kandoro afanyen wodo ko munnimun le ba kono ka munnimun le ke
Odo ko amarta dindingol la miya lon ko keni sira fengol muta ni e muta banko dawo da kenatin to la office.
That work is concerned the young people who are caught with drugs. Wherever they are caught, they are brought to that unit.
And after they are brought to that unit, what does your unit do?
sa ni o dindim façon lu nati alla bundala al kana muneke wala koto
Nka evaluate le ke jibe mi e dundi nyinto ani mi yatin yake.
We evaluate them and try to find out what got them into it and why they got into it.
Are you also responsible for arrests and prosecutions and questioning of child offenders who are drug offenders?
Ako fo hanimbi itala do ko nyim fananda bijele pour ka dindingulu muta na liye muta fanan ke kitendi nin o fanan botala pour ka dindingol la ko nyili no masata fo do ko hanimbi wo fanam itafan daf be wo fanam kono le bang
mbokata arrestin na borni arrestin dindingol arrestationol to.
We don't go for arrests, but when these youngsters are arrested in the stations, they usually would bring them to our office.
We evaluate on the side of their education.
We evaluate their education,
their health,
and their general well-being. Then we'll write a statement.
Commission of Operation Mimbe Banjul.
After our commissioner writes that statement, he sends it to Banjul to the Commissioner of Operations.
And the DLEAG, which has replaced the NDA, can you tell us under which particular government office or ministry or department it's under?
Ako DLEAG ebe do kola bunda mento Musa fono abe bunda ba jumale koto.
Office of the President.
Before, it was under the Office of the President.
But with the change of this government and other interior.
But with the change of government, it is now under the Interior.
But when you were working there, before its name was changed, it was under the Office of the President.
Amonta ebedo ko la je tumo men na foloto janning atoye falling utumo abe president la office ole koto.
That's true.
Can you tell us what your educational background is?
Saying ila karango londo tata hanfo makama jumale to.
Tata Brikama Primary School, 1980 to 86.
I enrolled at the Brikama Primary School from 1980 to 1986.
From 1986 to 1919, Tata Brikama Junior Secondary School.
From 1986 to 1990, I was at the Brikama Secondary School.
From 1919 to 92, Tata Gambia College, my PTC certificate.
From 1990 to 1992, I went to the Gambia College and studied for my PTC.
1992 to 2000, Tata teaching private nursery school dolto. Euro nursery school.
From 1992 to 2000, I was teaching at a private nursery school called Euro Nursery School.
From 2000 to 2007, Tata teaching Kinderdorf Bottrop Senior Secondary School, Library Management.
From 2000 to 2007, I was at the Kindergarten Senior Secondary School, Library Management.
Then from there, 2007, Kinderdorf Bottrop Bola, towards 2008, joined the Trrc squad.
I left Bottrop Senior Secondary School in 2007, and around 2008, I joined the Trrc squad.
I'm just interested to note why you left the teaching field for the Trrc squad. Isn't that quite a dramatic shift?
Ko alaftanyi lonna munana ibota karandirola katadung Trrc squad katu meyo sabo kata jakal quality katu wala na benyinin kalam fo kule ya sabu bang.
Min keta woti wolo nyinti lafta dulale falina kajibe because senju wara ulanga wala kete Bottrop so nga feel to join another department.
I just wanted to move places because I spent 7 years at Bottrop.
You just wanted a change of career?
Yeah, amanke nga
Munda ilafta ilado ko falina le drong.
A department jamale apply but Trrc squad le njabi wala nantata je.
I applied to several departments, but it was the Trrc squad who responded to me.
Mr. Karbou, I would just like to ask you, if at all you feel that the interpretation is not being accurate, please draw it to our attention. Since you speak both English and Mandinka, I'm not able to speak Mandinka, so I wouldn't be able to detect it. So please help us with that.
Ako kanna soro men mbake kanjang ndeme mba fokete manika kaunto bang membe afok itela kumo fokan angale kaunto bang ni fem fota me ya lonko itela miruto amanke kumoti te mon fo kanna soro nyim manke anyama wayrate mamandi nga kan moy isa ma koy pour nyin kamala ka koy ndiko hanide ngam mem fo wonte wonte ngani nyine fo pour kumo si senea
ave senea kan nka moyla.
It's clear and I'm getting it.
Thank you very much. Just kindly take us through your profession or your career. trajectory in the drug squad, so to speak. Tell us how you started, how you were recruited, up to date. Just briefly, before we go into our main topic.
Kumala sutu ya kamadro, kabrilum men ijoyenta drug squad. Ila kulu tata nyamin, palas nim palasi, ila ya seleta amunta tepo nyina nyamin, doku bunda nyina, kabriwo tembo fokana bula nyin tembeng, ila kulu alafta wale lona ibulata nyono manyame.
January the 1st, 2008, my training kumas CTI, mimbe bijilo sate kono.
On the 1st of January 2008, we began our training at the CTI in Bijilo.
Practically entered 3 months later.
The practicals took us 3 months.
Then theory for entered 3 months later.
Then the theory also took 3 months. That totaled 6 months.
Please go ahead and just go on. I will stop you whenever I feel like you need to stop.
Okay.
Tendendro ya sata nate lafta kuntule nyato da menga be signal le prielo.
Kabri wo banta training banta inatam post West Coast region.
After completing the training, I was posted to the West Coast region.
Ela office o mimbe airport.
At their office at the airport.
Mbe Walto.
That was where I was.
For 2008 May. Problem on that, so be entera on the West Coast region.
Until May 2008, there was a problem.
So you were attached as a narcotics officer under the Banjul International Airport.
Amunta saying etebe do ko la narcotic do ko bunda lela wala min sirafe ngol kele bunda bari samba Gambia la kulunti la jidu la leto.
I am post Walto but abe West Coast region nekoto.
Yes, I was posted there, but it was under the West Coast region.
So the airport was attached to the West Coast region.
Amunta airport ni kuluntila jirula jebe birka matundo le kodo. West Coast ikavujele birka matundo.
Yes, at that time.
Who was your immediate supervisor at the airport?
Jumale mu itafanana nyaton koti me ya lonka ka ya marolu dila menka kangolu dila airport wato me biji.
Na eso mu Brahma Jameleti.
My SO was Brahma Jame.
Na OC mu Juma Soleti.
My OC was Juma Sow.
Na commissioner mu Nene Soleti.
My commissioner was Nene Sow.
And can you tell us who was the overall officer commanding of West Coast region at the time?
Ako fesa fono nyewutumo al kunna jumale mu al bela nyaton koti memmarata birkama tundo mu me bela ikafo tundo me ya West Coast region.
Olom Fali Dambelti.
He was Fali Dambel.
Do you remember what rank he had at the time?
Foi hakilo sibula wotumo ala makamo muneti rank membabala.
OC long officer commanding.
He was OC, officer commanding.
I believe that was the designation. He should have had a particular rank.
Akaya mira umutoleti.
As far as you remember.
Ika isamba pala solmento bari rank la Carola alaftole lonna ni hakilo sibula nuala.
Abotang hakilo tole.
It escaped my mind.
Thank you very much.
Akoy numbara.
Please continue.
Akoy tenteng.
Mbe Waltonum postings la for May Karo 29 May.
I was there on posting until the 29th of May.
Mpali la office oto jaeng kumandi.
Mpali called me to his office.
Ning modole ka for me Lamin Sima.
With another person called Lamin Sima.
Mr. Karbou, before we get into that, I just wanted to go into your professional history. You were working as a narcotics officer in 2008 at the airport under the West Coast region. And you were... Go ahead.
Ako alaftalo nale ila duo ko nying ila kulu lata nyoka nyamim palasi nim palasi fo katabula nyatola janning mbe futala wo dinkirama ila boss ya command officer kono tumo men ila palaso bulata nyono ma nyamen ka foko ye la palaso la fa ye kenyinto fo betembo mendo.
And at that particular time, you were attached to the airport. I just wanted to know how long you actually spent in that position, how many years or months?
Akwa kato tembo ngalonko kwa yafunya mebe kuluntila jirulato. Bara laftalo na ye kari sanji jelle ke woto wala kari jelo wala wuche o menke kuluntila jirulato ko nyinto janni be bondile je.
Mbe do ko wala je ngam kari sabal sato je.
I worked there, I think, for 3 months.
And I know that the particular incident that we're going to talk about happened when you were actually attached to the airport on the West Coast region. But I just want us to tell me how long you spent there, and then we'll go through your career and then come back to the incident, if that's okay.
Ko menketa airport menketa ila kola airport alon bari mbetambila wala le follow itela palaso lu bulata nyono manyamen ye makamo lu menu soto hanfo be makamo mento bi wokola nsinamuru ko makana dum ko nyin kono menketa kuluntila jidu lato
kabri mbota training na tol min be train tanyola mbe nata as a first class.
After completing the training, all of us that took part in that training were made first class.
Nata karesei soto airport oto.
We spent 8 months at the airport.
And what did your duties entail as a narcotics officer attached to the airport?
Ila do ko mum nimunati nyin sira fengo kele do ko bundala wayri wotumo ibe do ko ke kan kuluntila jidu lato jele e kamun nimunaki je.
Wolong haramadingolu enila bagol milkata ka jibe ko nying fami ka fay suspected drugs amantare la bago kono ani fangol.
That is to check the people who were traveling as well as their luggages to ensure that what they called suspected drugs were not in them.
Talal ni nalal milkata ani milkana.
The travelers who went and came.
And after this, were you promoted to any particular position?
Akubiro botal. Foi na tela makamo la fale ke selendi santo domandi.
Hani?
No.
What is your current position right now on your rank?
Nyin tembeng ibe makama jumalto ila rank mumuneti.
Sergeant ole munti.
I'm a sergeant.
And you've told us that you started as a first class. When did you become a sergeant?
Yenyum foko ya follow to moment na bring ale karango bang ye albeke first class ti. Sa ina ta ke sergeant oti nyadile.
Promotional rank exams leketa.
There was a promotional rank examination.
And in qualification or in school.
And school qualification as well.
Oketa Benedict Jammeh la time already.
That was during the time of Benedict Jammeh.
What year was this?
Sanjumale moti.
That was 2011.
2011.
And in 2011, you were promoted to a sergeant. And what particular position did you hold at that time? Where were you working? Where were you attached?
Ako 2011, fo samole ila makamo la fa ke sergeant wokola ibe num muntole ibe do kola mintole anen hanimbi ibe munekeka.
O iala kabirina o case botala 2011 in Atan Samba Banjul Charge Office.
That year, after that case, I was taken to the Banjul Charge Office.
And tell us what progress you made in your career up to this point.
Fonyen sila ila pala sulu la fata nyadi le hanfo ila do ko tata nyadi le fo be tembo mento bi.
Atata nyame wolo nyinte I was dedicated but mil boy tankang I was man sila le dinna min satin nako even qualified tale ibuka song ko si tolle ka recommendation okay.
I was dedicated, but those who were troubling me did not allow me the opportunity to excel. That is why even if I am supposed to be promoted, they will not, because they were responsible for the promotions.
And we will come to that, Mr. Karbou, but just tell us how you progressed. You were at Banjul at the charge office. And after that, where did you go to?
But bitum samba charge office to na Banjul kolu nata tente nyadile
mbota woto nata Denton Bridge.
I left there and went to Denton Bridge.
Kabembota Denton Bridge wala ketan transfer nyati child welfare unit at Bursubi station.
It was after I left the Denton Bridge that I was transferred to the child welfare unit at the Bursubi station.
And at Denton Bridge, I assume your duties were the same as those at the airport, intercepting individuals, perhaps passengers and vehicles searching for drugs.
Ako ay amira ya wato menke Denton Bridge. Ato do ku kilim ibole keka kamolu la samba fengolu visite anen kamolu fengolu visite ka jube mum fennu le bebulu ko ba keka nyamen non krunti la jidu lato yo ku kilim le tamandi Denton Bridge fajanni be bondi la ji.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Karbou. Let's just go back to your career whilst you were at the airport, whilst you were attached at the airport. Around May of 2009, did anything in particular happen?
Akonga muru saying May 2009 wato meng ibe kuluntila jidulato ila du ko meng ibake kanje aning kulunata tente nyadi le saying fonse muru nga ojibe.
Nga wale fonun ko 2009 May.
That was what I said, that in 2009 in May,
na officer commanding Brikama.
Officer commanding in Brikama.
Ikafumi Mfali Dambeli.
Called Mfali Dambeli. Myself and my colleagues.
Lamin Sima.
Ako. He said.
Mfali Mbebe Siringal officer akai tip up information on Lesotho.
Mfali said, as we were seated in his office, that he got a tip off.
Drug suspected cocaine wafo kela Brikama Kembuje Highway.
That there were some individuals who were going to sell some suspected cocaine at the Brikama Kembuje Highway.
So I've been informed alerting.
That he was informing us so that we would be on alert. Because the informant told him that it was going to be the next day.
And can you give us the particular dates and time when you received this information from your OC?
Ako foisi lungoning awato fonyeng yenyeng kibaro soto alla OC bulutu momeng.
On the 29th of May 2009, wo talantang somanda awato leti.
It was the 29th of May 2009, 10 a.m. in the morning in his office.
Then also mo minketa 30.
So the following day, which was on the 30th,
Mr. Karbou, you've informed us that the OC gave you some information. Did he tell you the source of his information?
No,
Mr. Karbou, Allah nyaton ko yo kibaro di Allah tumome. Ayafa atelier bang atafana yo kibaro soto mintole.
Ama ofanya because information sifa ibuka obondi.
He did not tell us because that kind of information is never revealed.
And that is not something that you can also tell us here at the TRRC.
No.
Thank you very much. We respect that. So you started telling us about the following day, which was the 30th day of May. Can you tell us what happened on that day?
30th of May, talankeli mafangala.
Around 1 p.m. on the 30th of May, he called me that the information he gave us yesterday, that the person has called him that we should report at the station. So we went like that to the station. I met him there with Lamin Sima. And then he said to me that the informant said that those people are going to carry out the operation today.
Okay,
we were seated there for a long time.
I telephone call.
Then he got a telephone call. After he spoke on the telephone, he said to us, these guys said that they were moving to the place.
And where is your OC's office located?
Allah office bemintole.
In the premises of Brikama police station.
It is within the premises of the Brikama police station.
Please go on.
After he said that to me, that they said they were prepared and ready to move. He said to me, since you and Lamin Sima are the first ones to arrive, I want you to go there. But before you get there, if it is drugs, the law empowers you to effect arrest. That is the only thing I am tasking you with. Before we left, myself,
because Lamin Sima
was my boss,
office diary,
the office diary, I wrote down my departure time.
And you said Lamin Sima was your boss. What was his rank at the time?
Inspector. By that time, Inspector.
By that time, he was an inspector.
Do you know where he was attached?
Afanambe Brikamale.
He was also in Brikama.
Please go on.
Then Kabringa na departure book.
After I booked our departure,
Natata.
We then left.
Nga taxita.
We took a taxi.
Where
we were told before we got to the place,
a private motor ash color.
We saw a private vehicle with an ash color.
A taxi
We found a taxi there too. They were all parked.
Separate.
I'm sorry, you can go on. Just finish your sentence and then.
Okay. Group fulalom.
There were two groups. They were standing facing each other. But in my own view, they were negotiating because of the way they stood.
And how did you know that this was the spot of the suspected drug operation that you had been informed about?
Yekibaro mendina kunyin drug julolu ibina janne alewolo nyadile.
Now also me inform I dulamin fire exactly what dulale phone.
It was the exact place that our OC told us that his informant told him.
Okay, please go on. You were just explaining about the vehicles that you found in the area.
When we got to them, we showed them our warrant card, the two of us, to show to them that we were drug squad officers, that we got information, and that was the reason of our presence there.
And before you identified yourselves as narcotics officers by showing your warrant card, you've already told us that you observed vehicles there. Can you tell us if you observed any particular people or how many people you observed?
Warrant card bondila fongo ka itandila. La crossroad mo jelle fongo yirko beje menu belorinje.
As a motansile.
It could be up to 10 people.
And yeah, please go on.
Then kabringa na warrant card itandila.
After we showed them our warrant cards, those that gave us their backs, they looked at each other.
So
there was one amongst them who had a black polythene bag.
Lamin
Sima rushed to him to inquire what was inside that polythene bag. There was one man there with a pistol. He hit him on the chest. And he fired in the air. And causing the mother. And he said, these are not drug squads, these are NIAs.
So this was basically the NIA. These were NIA officers who were involved in this drug operation that you had essentially busted. Is that correct?
Yeah,
ko atel tata nyilumenu no kanteng ku altata atarako NIA ul fanambulo be ko nyin konole atel drug squad aldamma mantrako
nga wolon twemmo min kabra nyilli pasi sota ke sofa e banen drogue ako nyimu NIA soleti amanke drug squad le wotla ngalon ko NIA officer solom.
It was after he hit this man on the chest and he fired in the air and said, these are not drug squad, these are NIAs. That was when we got to know that they were actually NIA officers.
But after Nata Marito Fangalonemi, okay?
But later on, we got to know the name of the individual who did that. And all the others who were there.
Can you just identify who were present? I know that at that point you did not know who they were, but you said you later knew. So just tell us at this point who was involved, which NIA officers were involved in that operation.
Lamin dabo wole
akoyenyim foko albe futana jetumina ay malon nungu tumu jumanyolem barbitum wayri ya foko akoko la inata lonne meyo manyake sa en afonye jumani jumanyolle bijete menulong.
Lamin dabo pistulo be wole bulo ani wole nyilli pasi soto Lamin Sima.
Lamin Dabo was the one who had the pistol and he was the one who hit Lamin Sima on the chest with it.
Nata kalamuta fanange Sirif Sise bijele.
We later got to know that Sheriff Cisse was also there.
Mustafa Cisse bijele.
Mustafa Cisse was there.
Dembo Mbaye bijele.
Dembo Mbaye was there.
Omar Jamme bijele.
Omar Jamme was there.
Sana Bojang bijele.
Sana Bojang was there.
Mimbi je ataman kata kafola barabe lorenga la double pick up abala ayabulo kenyokang wala keta modu jajuti kafomi rambo.
The one who was there but was not within the group but was leaning by his pickup folding his arms was Modu Jaju called Rambo.
And wol fanankono
and also amongst them
mo saba fanambe lorinke.
There were also 3 other individuals standing there. But when this guy fired in the air and insulted, cursing the mother, one of them detached himself from the group and went away.
I would just like to retract and just go through some of the information that you have given us so that we can clearly understand. You've named some NIA officers that you met there on the day.
Ako abela falanga muru ko madomandi yemodo le tolufo andonga amonta ko wolu molu NIA official le moluti so abela fala pro ale muru domande ayanyinin ka ko la kilin for albelola dame.
You named Sheriff Cisse, you named Lamin Dabo, Omar Jamme, Mustafa Cisse, and I believe Dembo Mbaye. Were there any other NIA officers there?
Lamin Hydra fanambijele.
Lamin Hydra too was there.
But sana bijele nata lonko manke NIA officer ti but womu la volunteered. Sana Bojang.
There was Sana Bojang. I later got to know that he was not an NIA officer, he was just a volunteer.
You also mentioned Modu Jaju.
That is Rambo. He was standing by the pickup.
Mr. Karbou, I think I warned you about waiting for the interpretation.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I know there's a tendency to do that. So just kindly wait so that they interpret, and then we'll be able to continue. Thank you. Can you tell us who Modu Jaju was?
He was a soldier among the junglers called Rambo.
And do you know what his purpose was for?
To be honest to God, I do not know, but he was there standing by the pickup and with his arms folded.
And what about the NIA officers? Can you tell us who they were, if you know their ranks or positions at that time?
First of all, NIA official yela ranks lo na wale mwila makamulti ani ila taroje fon munkule asap.
After Lenata Lonko Omar Jamme call on OCT West Coast region.
It was after that I got to know that Omar Jamme was the OC West Coast region.
What about Sheriff Cisse?
I do not know his rank.
Do you know his position?
No.
What about Lamin Dabo?
I don't also know what his rank is.
Dembo Mbaye?
I only know that he's an NIA officer, but not his rank.
Did you mention Mustafa Cisse?
Yes, Mustafa Cisse.
Yes, I mentioned him.
And what was his position and rank, if you know?
No, I don't know.
What about Lamin Hydra? Did you mention him?
Lamin Hydra
accountant.
He was the accountant.
During that time at NIA.
During that time at the NIA.
And you also mentioned 3 other individuals who were there, is that correct?
Yes.
Were those individuals NIA officers or members of the security forces, or were they civilians?
Security bunda dolela wala NIA
security bunda to NIA fananti.
They were not in the security services, they were not also members of the NIA.
And do you know what they were doing there at that point?
At that time, I did not know.
And Would you be able to tell us what role the NIA were playing at that drug operation when you found them there?
Pesa fono nye NIA ulube mkule tamandi kanjenu bire atel tara aliyetara wokuolu kono wodinkiratu aliyetara dami.
Wolo dulalong malonde, but after that,
At that instant, I did not know. But after that,
nata long ko itatif ila poso leje.
I got to know that they went there for their own economic interest.
And as a narcotics officer, do you know whether or not the NIA actually have a mandate to handle drug-related matters?
Why ritibe do ko la drug bundalela. Fodum ya alone NIA ul. Ifanali yanyi sembo soto wala nyimbulo soto le bang pour que dabula drug do ko la karola.
Iman sembe soto je.
They don't have that authority.
And who has the jurisdiction to deal with drug offenses or matters?
Sa jumale ya sembo na kama soto pour ka bula drug kunyalu noma ani we kunyalu.
Olon Drug Law Enforcement Agency.
That is the Drug Law Enforcement Agency.
And so essentially this was basically you and Lamin Sima who were there. You had the power to arrest anybody and to handle whatever drug transaction that was going on.
Amunda woto wenyine itandiko itani Lamin Sima men tata ji. Atello moliti men ya sembo ni nga kangosoto pour ka do ko tamandi wairi drug ko le mem musira fen ku nyati atelle nyanta ko tamandila atelle nyanta fen na nyanta kelaje atelle nyanta o tamandila.
Yes.
You mentioned that Lamin Dabo fired a shot in the air and also hit the pistol that he was holding in his hand on the chest of Lamin Sima, essentially preventing him from proceeding to check the bag that Omar Jama was holding. Is that correct?
Ako atelle Lamin Dabo wala moti meye kido fay santo andum jannayo ke atele Lamin Sima junku asisoto kidola wokola longana ta kido fay banendiro ke so silang ayol beke tumo men alnata tantan nyaadi le kolu keta nyaadi le Allah be motoje
and that was the black bag that you explained, the black plastic bag.
Akondum wo mbus fingo men yala kumofo sayen amunta wo be membulu ate ilafta Lamin Sima lafta kidila wole kamanu nyi kunduta nyato wole la.
Yes.
Did you know or suspect what was in that bag?
Faya lonne wala kasobi mune be wo mbuso kono.
Suspected cocaine nebiye.
Suspected cocaine was in there.
And through Omar Dabo's actions, did he prevent you from actually searching that bag and confirming that this was suspected cocaine?
Omar Dabola wo manya wodunata atalubali alla do ko kelale purali wo mbuso muta ka visite ka jube photo nyatonya cocaine lebe nyinkono fo anatali bali wo do ko kelale bang
bakede.
Very well.
And you also mentioned that one of the other individuals who were not part of the security forces essentially walked away with another bag as well.
Yenyum foko meya lonko wo manke NIA wo fananata ke moti brayo fayro ke botali kono atata ta fay wonya imanyinin kai mamuta.
Yes.
Bago babulu Ghana must go bagu new.
He had a bag, the Ghana must go bags, a smaller one.
And did you have a chance to apprehend him or search him to see what was in that bag?
Fodum alieni silo sotole pour ka mari muta wala ka bago visite ka long muna be bago ko.
Honey?
No.
And can you tell us why?
Fodum muna yo sabu.
Because Lamin Dabo kabrai kido fay.
Because after Lamin Dabo fired the shot,
I threatened ke.
He made threats.
Then mama moved pour kata wono kang.
And then nobody moved to follow that individual.
Did you suspect what was in that bag?
Fo wo fanani wo bago men tata wonya eso bitako fenne ba kono bang.
O wato malong bor kabring investigation o keta nataje ko kodole ba kono mimmanke Gambia kono ti ka fay euros wala be o bago kono.
At that time I did not know, but following subsequent investigations I got to know that the money that was there was in foreign currency, in euros.
And essentially what you're saying is that the NIA prevented you from conducting your duties on that day.
Amunta sila itabe nyino fokanko enai ewole yali bali alladu ko tamandila wulungo tilola.
Yes.
So you were unable to search suspects, you were unable to search the bags that some of these potential suspects were holding, and you were also unable to apprehend any suspects from that operation.
Woto aynyina kusabuko alimawo sakoso lukono jibeno alimawo mbuso lukono jubeno wokola fanan alimam momondi mutano nyimmo lukono men ya lonko ali sobitela ko ibe sila kurungoleka.
Yes.
And these were the instructions that you were given by your OC to go and apprehend suspects relating to these drug offenses.
Adung ye kama men dia atella alla boss ye memfali wala nyindi ko alta nyimmolu ning misal kamal ni bentali nyante mutalale.
Yes.
And before we move on, I just want you to help us draw a picture of what essentially was going on when you walked into that drug operation and you found the group of NIA officers negotiating essentially with the civilians. What do you think was going on there?
Ako janimbe tentena laftani lonna atelu futata wo dinkirato aliyo NIA ewuluni wo mulu menu taraje ibe diamu kan itela sobo ila miroto isi sobi mune la ko nyilbe mune kuta mandi kanje ibe mune kekan ani be sila jumale kan fo ila miraroto yo hak soto isondo mo kono leba
ibe diamu kanne ene wolbe lorinte tolbe lori ibe diamu kan.
They were conversing. One group was standing the other way, facing the other.
But kabrin tol futata e diamu stop le.
But when we arrived, they stopped talking.
When kabringa na warrant card solitandila.
After we showed them our warrant cards.
You've already explained that to us, but just tell us what was your conclusion. What did you think was going on? That is essentially what I wanted to know.
Yo fo nyenne bari bitun silang ete fangula miraroto isa fono nyenne nte den na miraroto woto nga mira ko nyilbe nyin kukari ani nyin kukari le tamande kanje aka abole nyin kaka
antela miraloto ngaje ko iba premises min tuje.
In my own perception, the place that they were in,
itate kumoleje.
They went there on their own.
Because natra mante kumolaje.
Because if they had not gone there on their own,
natra ko lua ya wale samba.
If they had gone there with the law,
natra drug lom.
If it was a drug,
nyanta kalamutal drug squad nyanta kalamutale.
The drug squads should have been aware of it.
But
where they were standing, to me, they were negotiating with those other people.
So what you're trying to say is that they were negotiating or having basically a drug deal operation with the civilians, that is the NIA officers.
Amunta ila mira roto kanyina foko itela cross roto ani ila mira roto so NIA ulumenu bijay ini civilian lube drug julaya kunya le kachakan me yalonko itelefonalu dalilo le sambaje.
Yes.
So they were not there to intercept a drug operation or to arrest suspected drug dealers. They were there for their own benefit.
Amunta imario lutata ikumol leje imanta je purkata molu muta sobita menu la ko drug julo la muiti wala imanta nyin kamala purka kuta mandije me yalon ka aksike luala kamoti ifangulu la hajo wala sambaje.
Ela manya ya woyo wala itandina.
That was what their actions indicated to me.
So as law enforcement officers, the NIA were actually breaking the law and the drug offenses or the drug laws of this country.
Amunta ko ni aju be sira fengol la sartol ni luwal be lari nyame nyim banko kan woto nyina fintita ko NIA ewlu menu bije wolu fangolu be luwati nyale la men denta banko la luwalu la nyi sira fengolu kelo la karola amunta NIA ewlu be ma nyal la je.
Actually wolon to nyati.
That is the actual truth.
And apart from that, they prevented you from doing your work by, they prevented you from arresting any people and doing your work.
Amunta sila yatel balala do ko yali bali mo mutola inata kolu samba nyame yali bali alla do ko famu me otamando laje.
Yes.
Please tell us what happened after the civilian escaped with the bag and you were prevented from checking the bag of suspected cocaine.
Saying afonye wo civilian o menni wo bago follow tata membotali kono je kata wo kola al mbus dobe membulu ko ken be men kono al manna silo soto fanam pour ka o visiter mune nata kay o be kola
kabrin o keta ay nyilli pasi sota ay kiso fay santo den ida may nyonya kono jibe ye mo fulamuta ye dundi taxi kono.
After that happened and he fired the shot in the air and hit this guy on the chest, they both eyed each other and then they took 2 other people and put them inside the taxi.
NIA do joined kang.
One NIA officer joined them.
Then NIA do joined a taxi membeloring an in private vehicle.
Then other NIAs joined another taxi which was there and one private vehicle.
He moved takata.
And they moved going. We also followed them. They took many routes inside Brikama.
Directly to the station.
They did not go directly to the station
because straight kata station.
Because there was a road leading straight to the station. But they took many turns. When they realized that we were following them, until we came to the main mosque at Brikama, they took the road leading to the market, and then we went to the station.
And from Karbou, where this drug operation was going on, to the Brikama police station, was it a straight route?
It was in
Silo menta kana Brikama police station auto. Sila tilinding bijela alse menta no nun kana station auto.
Ha sila tilinding bijela.
Yes, there was a direct route.
And can you tell us what was the reason why they were going around in circles in your view?
Say itla cross road. Umunana imanson no sila tilinding utala. Fo sila jankeri utai be minin ka minin fo janning ibitala.
Ndenga je laftan filindila le pour kanga boy no kang.
I thought that they wanted to escape from us so that we will not be able to follow them.
And but eventually, where did they end up?
They ended up at the Brikama police station.
Tell us what happened when they got to the Brikama police station.
Police station.
After they got to the Brikama police station,
Data charge office, police la charge office.
We went to the charge office, the police charge office.
Na OC fanambelorinje kalfami ya dambel miyenki.
Our OC was standing there, called Dumbeld, who sent us earlier on.
Can you tell us who was present at this point when you got to the Brikama police station and you alighted from your vehicles? Tell us who was present.
Sa imbral fata Brikama police station fali jita la motor kono. Afanye sa injuma nyol le biji ali menu traji.
Nga NIA official min foi be na ta station auto jele.
All the NIA officers that I identified, all of them came to the station.
Ntol fanan nata ni Lamin Sima nata jele.
We also came, myself and Lamin Sima. And also 2 other individuals they brought along with them.
And these 2 individuals they brought along with them, were you able to identify who they were?
Yes, I got to know them.
Can you tell us who they were?
Tijandur and Karamo Drame.
Tijandur and Karamo Drame.
Were they Gambian nationals?
Honey.
No.
Do you know where they were from?
Later in Natal, but after the during the investigation in Natal,
I did not know then, but later during the investigation, I got to know that they were nationals of Guinea-Bissau.
And you had mentioned 3 civilians who were involved in the drug operations with the NIA at Karbou. You've only mentioned Karamo Drama and Ansumana Fati. You mentioned that one person had gotten away. Who was that?
Wolong Ansumana Fati.
Please wait for the interpretation.
Samba mo fula le wolde alu yem mo sabale fonu sai wo mo sabanja o menna ta boje wolem jumaate
Ansumana Fati le nimbako mufta tetata.
Ansumana Fati was the one who moved with the bag and left.
Tijandun Karamo Drame wolle na the station.
It was Tijandur and Karamo Drame that they brought to the station.
And do you know why they brought them to the station?
Sai yalo na mona na yol na the police station.
They were
just pretending to win an arrest.
And even though the person who had the suspected payment for the cocaine had been left to go.
Andu wayatara kodobe membulu sobobe menna ko kodobe membulu wala nyanta joro kala sang yole bula wala tata
nga wolo nyami kabin investigation o kata tijandur karamo drame ani ansumana fati wolle bota bisawo.
Yes, I got to know that after during the investigation, Karamo, Drame, Tijandur, and Ansumana Fati.
And at that point, when you were all gathered at the station and your OC came out, did the NIA officers identify themselves to you?
Wato men alfutata station oto hanu fo ila boss nata je wo NIA officer lu sign inate fang fole banke fayitan.
Yes, when they came to hand over those two individuals,
charge office.
The officers on duty at the charge office took down their names to indicate that they were the ones that brought those two individuals.
And they identified themselves as NIA officers, is that correct?
And we fight and located NIA officer leti Walembang.
Yes.
And this charge office, was it within the police or the NDA or any other unit of the security force?
In charge office. Abe bunda jumale koto NDA lombang wala police lombang wala abe bunda jumale killing koto je.
Abe police le koto.
It's under the police.
And do the police have jurisdiction to deal with drug-related offenses?
Ako fosa im police ol ul fanale ni lolu la soto ne bang pour ka drug doko ko nyalu tamandi.
Honey?
No.
And was there a drug office at Birkama police station?
Alum Birkama police station oto je fo fanna bijele men yalonko wolle fanal munyin drug sirafengulu kelelat.
Yes.
And you had earlier told us that that is where your OC was in that particular office. So why did they not take those suspects there?
Ako andu yenyum fonyanko alla boss fang la office be woleto. Woto biri yenyili nati munana imay isamba wo dinkirato drug office bedameng.
Because it had a occult mission.
Because they went on a occult mission.
Tell us what you mean by that.
Afanyeng wo koto mumuneti.
Polo nyindi tate la jiboleje.
They went there for their own purse.
What do you mean by their own purse?
Their pockets, for their own pockets.
Okay, please elaborate further.
Okay, kabrin futata je na OC natanga be explain ay minketa NIL fangonyala.
So when our OC came, we explained to him what transpired in the presence of the NIA officers.
And saying Omar Jamme mbus fingo babulu nga fonna OC.
And up till then, Omar Jamme still had that polythene bag, the black bag, with him.
Dambel tata purkata.
Dambelt went to take it from him. And he said to him, this is not going to be possible.
Then I go police officer on duty.
Then he said to the police officers on duty, these two individuals, will leave them under your custody. We will return back to get them.
And
that was how they left.
With the police officers duty.
Myself, Lamin Sima, our OC, and the other police officers that were on duty, we were there.
Then OC minketam fali dambelti.
Then our OC, who was in Fali Dambele,
anata director general called
our director general, and we were standing there to inform him of what was happening.
And this is the Director General of the Drug Office, I assume.
Willem Lanyan Director General Amunta Telum Drug Doku Bunda Be Nyatonkoti.
The NDA.
Yes.
And who was he?
Bunsane.
Bunsane.
Okay, please carry on.
Then I Bun call our fire mimbe caring.
He called Bun and told him what was happening.
Bun kaya konyente possible because I can last speak timbe men lamoikang.
Bun told him this is not going to be possible because the phone was on loudspeaker and we were all hearing.
Mr. Karbou, I just have to interrupt you again. Please, just take your time. Okay. You're here to tell your story, and we have time to hear you. So just wait for the interpretation, and then just leave a few, moments before you answer, just so that we're able to flow.
Okay. Watindindi kana sorlal fanalla pour ye mem fo sa kana sori membe fo le fana yem fana li so kana sori pour ko be sita anyama do mando bang.
Thank you very much. Please carry on.
Bon kay ko wote possible la.
Bon said to him, this cannot be possible.
Mbatongate la boss call.
Let me call their boss.
Then tell Tata Dambella office.
Then we went to Dambell's office.
And who was this boss your Director General was referring to?
Allah Director General ko abe jumale call la memu nyilla boss ti.
Wolong NIA la director ti Bo Baji.
That was the director of the NIA, Bo Baji.
And before we proceed, I would just like to take you just a little bit back. At the scene of the operation, you had mentioned 2 individuals who had come with the NIA officers at the time. And that was Sana Bojang and Momodu Jaju. Did they come to the station at Birkama?
Ngasana o tuta moto konole but Rambo mana Birkama police station to Alakotonya.
Sana was seated in the vehicle, but to God, Momodu Jaju Rambo did not come to the station.
Sana was at the station, but he was sitting in the vehicle. Is that what you're saying?
Sanana station to bare amandung abe siri motole kononu.
Yes.
Police station la premises auto motor dunda kono to bara amfuta station o kono abe siri motor kono.
Inside the premises, his vehicle came inside, but he did not alight. He sat inside the vehicle.
And just so that we understand the power dynamics between the NIA and other security forces at the time, I would just like to understand how come the NIA were able to get away with what they did. Here is your OC at the station, who is of superior rank to these NIA officers. He tried to get the bag of suspected cocaine from the NIA officers. They refused to give it to him. He was not able to convince them to report the matter to his unit, which was dealing with drug-related offenses. And the police officers who knew that the NDA had jurisdiction over drug-related offenses as well, did not refer the matter to the NDA, but instead took suspects, which they knew they didn't have the authority to do so. I mean, can you tell us why? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Sembo belaring min tole nyin karfulo tema. Katu afelante atelu meni yalonko atelu marta drug kunyalla. Adu nyin ko mu drug case leti. So silang ena elu felenti idunta ko nyin kono. Amunta sai ninku mu sembo be wala bulu katu atella officer me yalonko wala mu atelu bela nyaton koti. Wo fango lafta wo mbuso tala mo buluje I balanta. Yebam far hanfo inata boje iniwo fengulu tata yenyum mo flu twale buluje so alafta lon nale sa in sembo be larin karajumale la atella molu ni nyim molu tema hanfo alla boss nata kumandiro ke ka tel fangol la nyaton ko kumandi pour ka nyim ko kenyas sata wolie pour ka kolu bo nyoto sa in alafta kenyale lonna sembo be jumanyo le la karola wutumo
o time mbe nyamente yeng outnumber manpower la katitol mo woro la bijele.
At that time we were outnumbered in terms of manpower because they were 6.
Kido fana be bulle pistolo be bulle.
And they were armed. They had pistols.
So man ndol fentem bulu.
And we had nothing with us.
So na boss osi wala sembo soton beti.
Our boss, the AC, he was more powerful than all of us.
He has no alternative.
But he had no alternative.
But even though they outnumbered you and they had weapons, there is a chain of command in security forces. Under what authority were the NIA acting at that time?
Ako hanatra isiatality jorango bebulu. Yo bari wo NIA wutumo itelbo manya membela wonya iba tamandi kan kanjumale kan anin sembejuma kan.
Otumola NIA sembo mimbe bulu security forces to jeminga hanyila.
At that time, the NIA, the kind of authority they had, there was no sister force that could dare it.
And where did they derive that authority from?
Itelio sembo fango be bondi min tole otumo.
Etole wolonde.
They would know that.
Unfortunately, we don't know that, Mr. Karbou, so we want you to tell us if you know. If you don't know, then you can tell us.
Mr.
Karbou, laftalo na le wairi intel tije atelle ba do ko nyin kono atelle be bundanya na laftalo na drum foi si sobi kafo ni aja nyi lenyi sembe kari soto nyin ni ne yasam
ma wolonde.
I don't know that.
Because they seem to be acting above the law. That is my observation from the facts that you have said. And that is why I'm asking where they got their authority from.
Ni aja be nyinin karola laftalo na le sembo nyim bondi dami kato amunta nyilu be manya ke ka nyamin wala nyinti telefon lu be loi santo la le ma loi bunya so sila wala na wo sembe façon be moment na men kama wonya laftalo na le wala na nyinin ka puru itelio sembo bondi bintole
e famuta wolde ko loi be tolle bulo.
That is the position they had about themselves, that they were in possession of the law. And they could do anything and then nothing would be said about it. And that was what existed then.
And so they got away with whatever they did at the time.
I am not aware of anything coming out of it, but I know that they used to misbehave and nothing comes out of it.
And the NIA, under which government department or ministry was it under?
If I'm office of the president, under the office of the president.
They were under the office of the president.
And do you know who supervised their work exactly within the president's office?
President la office kono jumale mu ite la kundon koti je men kaya maro ditol la
or essentially where did they get their orders from?
Wala jumale ka kangolu detail la be tamala men
nga kala muta den ko ila director wala la boss ti bar kanka be mun bol state house ala ko tonya ma wala.
I am aware the director is their boss, but who gave the authority from the state house to God, I do not know.
Do you know who appointed the director of the NIA?
The then president Yaya Jammeh wale Bobaji Tombo from the army.
The then president Yaya Jammeh was the one who appointed Bobaji from the army.
And therefore Bobaji would get Bobaji would get his orders from Yaya Jammeh.
Yes.
Okay, let's just go back to the conversation you had with your OC and he communicating with your Director General and essentially what happened after that. How did this whole mess end?
Alnala OC diamuta hanu fo komanda ngoto wo fana yalla Director General Commandi yo bira yalla Director General Commandi kul tata nyamen anin amumew be fa nata laba nyamen tenteng yo satanye.
Nata na Osila office, then Bunnata call back, the former director of drug squad, Bunnata Dambele call.
Then we went to our OC's office, and then he got a call from Bun.
And loudspeaker
and the telephone was on loudspeaker.
Bun kai ko boko ate fong surprise talala multa je imam femfai.
Bun said to the OC, Dambel, that in fact he is surprised that his officers went there without informing him.
I only for Dambel and told baby sitting last speaker.
That was what he said to Dambel, and we were all seated and we heard that over the loudspeaker.
Let's just get this clearly, because I'm not too sure it's coming out from the interpretation. Who was your Director General, Bunsane, speaking to?
Ako, alaftanyi dinkiran senayandi. Atela Director General Bunsane. Abediamu kanun jumale ye.
Kabrai OC Dambel call number akaile ko Bobaji the director mimbe NIA.
When he called back OC Dambel, he said the director of NIA Bobaji
ako amanyi operation o kalamuta
said that he is not aware of this operation.
So therefore the NIA officers who were on the ground during that drug operation had no authority to be there.
Amunda woto wala koto munyindiko wo NIA ulu menu tata wo dinkirado imanyin kangoni sembo soto pur kataje.
Yes.
Okay, please go on.
Then BJ for ularo fitire mafango.
So we were there until the evening time around 7 p.m.
OC nata fonga say.
The OC told us to go home. So we went home.
BJ for muintaro wati jama around 10-11 mafango suto.
Then around 10, 11 in the night, he called us.
Ako Director General ko alaftanjela la office lendi Lamin Sima.
That and told us that the Director General wanted to meet me and Lamin Sima in his office.
Then nata alakumota.
Then I took his word.
Then wosomo.
The following morning.
Somanda.
In the morning.
Ntata Banjul.
I went to Banjul.
Ntata na director office.
I went to our director's office.
And can you tell us what date this was and the exact time?
It was
around the 3rd of June.
3rd June.
At around 10 in the morning, we entered jail.
Around 10 in the morning, I was already there.
Mr. Karbou, can we just go back? You told us that you received the information about the operations from your OC on the 29th day of May 2009. And is that correct?
That is true.
The day of the operation itself was the 30th of May. And it was the next day that you were asked to report to your Director General, which would be the 31st of May. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I did totally after Kabra Ofonya, I did totally after Nata Fongatandanku, I can remember, because 31st work at a Dimas already.
No, it took some days after which we went to report, because I can remember that the 31st was on a Sunday, which was not a work day.
Thank you very much. So what date was it? The 3rd of June, are you saying?
Yes, that would be on a Wednesday.
Okay, carry on and tell us what time you reported and what happened.
I arrived first in the morning. I went to the director's office. I found the director, Bunsane, in his office. I found Karamo Bojang.
Usman Sembe Sane Taraje.
I found Usman Sembe Sane.
Operation.
He was the operations.
SSR Wolong Commissioner.
SSR was the commissioner.
And OC Lamin Sise.
And OC Lamin Sise.
Nietara Bunna office.
I found them inside Bunna's office.
And where was your Director General's office located?
Banjul.
Tell the Director General office.
Where in Banjul?
Police headquarters Balaji.
Banjul, by the police headquarters.
Was it within the premises of the police headquarters, or did they have their own premises?
Abe police headquarters la sansango le kono fodum aliali fansu aya fansu officer soto sansango e banda.
O sansango be mo police la premises let.
All of that place is the police premises.
But Karado le di drug squad le be woltoje.
But they give a session for the drug squad.
So on that morning, you found your Director General Bunsane as well as most of the senior officers of the NDA present in his office. Tell us what happened.
Amanda o elewo taje ye alla Director General taraje Bunsane andun alla nyaton ka jamalu be ma be rinje ye menu taraje woto sila mo be ko la mun natake
anata nyinin ka ani wo director le mun ketanga be satae.
Then he asked me, including the other directors, as to what happened, and I narrated everything to them. He said that my OC also gave him the same narration.
So ako purung ngalakan ngata director of NIA la office ngata kumusindala.
That to join him and go to the director of the NIA and narrate the incident to him too.
Mbulatala moto kono director Butsane la moto kono Pajero blue.
I joined the director's vehicle, which was a blue Pajero.
Ani Ibusane ala Odli.
And Ibusane, his Odli.
Anala driver nyata wotolale.
And his driver, whose name I have forgotten.
Ntata NIA headquarters.
We went to the NIA headquarters.
Ndunta ninkoma bundala.
We went through the back door.
Do you know why you had to go through the back door?
Honest to God, I do not know.
Was your presence recorded when you went in?
Allah dumoje fodu ya safele kato jama menu kata kumpa boro la je ke safele
ndunta ni ko masilo la mam moja minata na ID nyininka.
We went through the back door and I did not see anyone who asked for our identification.
Please go in.
Then tata mfutata je.
Then when we arrived,
Ni nata NIA la back door la.
if you come through the back door of the NIA,
Eka bun ngomi soto jam bunjang mi ya nyatele la entrance la.
the story building you have, which is facing the entrance,
Akoma je duma je.
behind it, at the ground level,
Bola office be wolto.
Bo's office was located there.
Then bundunta entebe lorim banta.
Boon got inside and I was standing outside.
After natan kilindunta kanje.
After he called me and I joined him inside,
Buniang introduce Bobaji.
Boon introduced me to Bobaji.
Bobaji yenyininka ketanya dile.
Bobaji asked me how things happened and I narrated everything.
Then aning boning bunya jola kamfo.
Bo and Boon spoke in Jola.
Then Boon nata senka konye what I am telling afonya angale kan what I am telling your boss is I will tell the operations to get your statement, then after you can go.
Then Boon spoke to me in English and said, what I was telling your boss is that I will tell the operations to take your statement.
Mr. Interpreter, there's no need to interpret English to English.
Okay.
Thank you very much. I just wanted to ask you something. I know that Bunsane, it was Bunsane who interpreted from Jola to English for your understanding.
And so it was Bobaji who interpreted to me.
Okay, so it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Do you understand Jola?
No, I don't speak that language.
So you don't know what they were saying, but this is what he said they were saying.
This is what he translated to me.
Okay.
Bobaji.
Carry on.
Then ako bunia ko ites tanole.
Then he said to Boon, you can leave.
Then na operation bala statement ala le sabulaita.
Then my operations will take his statement and release him.
So at this point, your Director General Bunsane left you at the NIA office, in the office of the Director General in particular, and said basically that your statement would be taken.
Munta alla Director General Bunsane ayetu bobaji la office memo NIA wala nyaton koti adu yenyino foyenko ila operations betela kumakangulu tala le wala mu ila statement andu new statement di foka pare ibegula la leta.
Yes.
So tell us what happened whilst you were in the office of Bobaji.
Sa afonye ibe Bobaji la office okonoje munni mune natake.
Bobaji ala telefono ta ngamo ya muko la kafai direct akafai Ibrahim Jim Drame.
Bo picked up his telephone, called somebody, and I heard him calling that person Ibrahim Jim Drame.
Then Jim nataje.
Then Jim came there.
Ako Jim nyino Lamin Kabuti.
And then he said to Jim, this is Lamin Karbou. He is the one who is aware of everything that happened the other day. I want you to go with him so that you take his statement. Then after you release him to go.
Can you tell us what he meant by what happened the other day? What incident was he referring to?
Akofoisa fono aka mun kumale fonya mun kule moti aka fo men nako ko men ketanu wolu.
Wala ko min kita brikama nun kabri tataje.
That was the incident that happened in the Brikama when they went there.
And at the police station or at Kembuje, which particular incident or all of them?
Min to killing menketa Kembuje bang for menketa police station no ti bang for kufulo be.
Abelom kata be mo drug matter leti.
All of it because it's a drug matter.
And who was Jim?
Jim du mujumalet.
Bo nata introducing ya as his director of operations.
Bo introduced him to me as his director of operations.
That is the director of operations of the NIA.
Bolam NIA or the director of operations.
Yes.
We are almost running out of time, but I'll just allow you to say what happened at the office of the operations director, and then we will then proceed and continue after the break.
Ako wato deta barbitung abenyi wato dilela pour muneketa o office kono director of operations biring iko avela kumakangluta ukola ni obotala insinate nte nyato ni mbota breakola.
Then Jim Nathan Sambala office oto.
Then Jim took me to his office.
Just
as he was sitting down, I was also seated facing him.
As
soon as I sat down,
I draw bondi.
He pulled out his drawer,
ay pistol on the table kan.
took out a pistol and placed it on the table,
Nte jeleta.
and I laughed.
Can you tell us why you laughed?
Because ngamra kan open call no ngaten open call no lan jeleta.
I thought he was trying to threaten me, and I knew he couldn't threaten me, so I just laughed.
Continue.
Then he asked me what happened. I narrated everything to him. Then he said to me,
Lafta Namolia statement on the ground.
I want the statement that our people who were on the ground, what they wrote. I want you to write a similar statement.
Because
we effected other arrests.
Katu wo kabita drug program dula dole kanata. Ako lafta ila mole statement o min safe. Nga the same statement safe.
He said, I wanted me to write a statement similar to the one that his officers had already written.
Katu mo dole muta.
Because they arrested other people
miliborta
that ran away. I said to him,
moje mimborta o arresting dulato.
I did not see anyone that ran away from that arresting place.
Arresting.
And those that you have arrested, I do not know them. I do not know where they come from. So I will not tell you a lie.
Mr. Karbou, I just want to remind you, just take your time. Let's go through these details and we want to hear your story and understand it. When you went into the office of the Director of Operations, he said to you he wanted you to write a replica of the statements that had been written by his officers. Which officers was he referring to?
Office at a court. Yes, statement to Safe, at a lamuli statement for some men Safe. At a bala mojumanul lema.
Akobiltata arresting dulato Brikama, I mean for.
He said that those who went to effect the arrest in Brikama.
And those were the names that you had mentioned. Those were the NIA officers present at Karbou and then later went to Brikama police station.
Wolemo NIA ulti aliyemenu tarawo keno kono andu mo kilimulu wolem moluti menu nata tenteng kana Brikama police station oto.
Ngawole mira.
That was what I thought.
But I made a statement only tandina.
But he did not show me their statement.
I
said to him that I will not do it. Nobody ran away at the place of arrest. And those that you arrested, I do not know them. I never saw them before. And I will not lie against them.
And Mr. Karbou, you said you didn't know those who had escaped. You had mentioned somebody who had left the group whilst you were at Karbou, and he left with a bag which you said was suspected money.
Sila ya foko mo mankana adumbiral be kembuje mo sotontale mennim bago botaji ay silo muta tata imamuta imankuntu anyato imanyininka.
Do you know whether the director was referring to that particular individual who had left?
Before director be umarile ma me yalon ka botaji ayali tuje anim bago tata.
But
no,
escape.
I did not know. But if you see him using the word escape, then it would imply that the guy ran away and went.
But me moved to fire, moma batande atamata fire, amicable atata.
But someone that walked freely on his own and nobody intervened to stop him. And the officers were seeing him.
Mamira was escaped today.
I do not think that could be termed as an escape.
And this was Ansumana Fati, which you earlier mentioned. And you're saying he was basically allowed to leave. He did not escape. The NIA officers enabled his departure from the scene.
Andu amunta ko NIA euli yabula le wairi inyabala ay silo muta atata faye amambori adumo mankuntu anyato wala mnyindiko yobulale amanke ko escaped.
Yes.
And you're saying that he was now suggesting that there were other people who were there who you did not see, did not know about, and he was suggesting that these people had escaped.
Andu ay nyim foko modol lebije itema menu long image anata afoko kolu kanatale so amunta atela kumo munun walati.
Yes.
And was this something that he also wanted you to write about on your statement and agree with the other NI officers who had written statements?
Podum kuleti ate lafta yemen safe ila statement to wala na koye ye statement safe menni wodol la statement to sike kilindi fo wodalilo le ya sabu banka foko wo molu kanatale.
I order for the barente mansong.
That was what he said, but I did not agree.
And what was he asking you to do at that point?
Purunga safi ko wolmu drug dealer leti.
That I should write that they were drug dealers.
Nenema milije.
People that I have never seen.
Nenemelong.
I never knew them before.
Ndeokela.
I wouldn't do.
And was that the truth or was that a lie, what he was asking you to do?
Fanialo woti.
It was a lie.
Thank you very much. I think we'll stop here. We need a 30-minute break, and then when we come back, you will continue to tell us what interesting things happened at the NIA on that day to you.
Mbedana jambita dahandingula ni muruta na isi tenten ka fonyen kolu nata tenten nyadile kolu lata nyadila ni muneketa isi na fonyen ni mbota dahandingula nan kana muruna.
Mr. Chairman, thank you very much. We've finished with the witness for now. We will continue after the break.
Thank you, counsel, and thank you, witness. Just for to be sure that we have the correct information, counsel, on. Sorry. Just to be sure that we have, I know you're consulting with your colleague.
Yes.
We have the correct information on record. The witness is Mr. Karbou, not Dabo.
Okay. Yes, Karbou, K-A-R-B-O-U. K-A-R-B-O-u, Karbou.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not Dabo.
Not Dabo, no.
No, I know. But the reference is even to Dabo, that's why.
By whom?
I thought, anyway.
Perhaps it's my tongue.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
it's Karbou.
And I just wondered, but you are Mr. Karbou, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I will try and be clearer in my speech. Thank you.
We will take a 30-minute break and come back at 12:10. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.